In the last couple of months, there were a lot of changes in the Helium network. And also, the crypto market in general is bearish right now. But these are things you already know, so I intend not to comment too much on that. Instead, I would like to share my thoughts on the future and tell you some more about how we can all make the HNT price go up and make some cash out of the Helium network on the way. My name is Hristo Atanasov. I am the founder and CEO of Helium Mart. Let's start with a very quick overview of the history of Helium. For just 3 years on the market, Helium grew from 0 to 1 million hotspots installed all over the world. This is practically the mobile operator with the biggest network coverage on the globe. This became possible because of all of us who joined the project. As opposed to most of the other crypto projects, Helium offers a real-world application. Some people are attacking Helium for not being used, which is true. But let's be honest, the network is really young. Just 3 years since it started. And this big coverage that is actually usable has been there for just a couple of months. At the same time, 90% of the possible applications of Helium target corporate and industrial customers which usually do not adopt new technologies so fast. They need the technology to be mature, secure, and stable before they start using it. And this concerns not only Helium, but any technology they decide to use. Big companies rarely start to rely on something completely new. I would like to give you an example. The 5G technology was introduced 5 years ago, and despite the billions invested by both mobile operators and device manufacturers, it still has less than 10% penetration. We can also compare with the other crypto projects. Bitcoin is 14 years old. Ethereum is over 7 years old. Ripple or XRP is 10 years old. And even they are barely used at this point in the daily life of a lot of people. Let's assume we all agree on that point, that Helium is young and there is huge potential for it. But all of us have invested in hotspots that currently do not pay for themselves. Should we just wait and hope that someone, somewhere, will make Helium usable, so HNT's price may eventually rise in a couple of years? My answer is no. Helium is the people's network. We, the people, built its real coverage of 1 million hotspots, and we, the people, can make it used. Let me give you some brief numbers. There are 400,000 wallets owning a hotspot according to the blockchain data. Having in mind that some people have more than one wallet, let's assume that there are around 300,000 different people that own the hotspots. But still, most of those 1 million hotspots are installed in different host houses, so there are at least 700,000-800,000 different households that are involved in Helium mining. This is bigger than any other network in the world and much more decentralized. Having these numbers in mind, I was thinking, if all these people installed, let's say, 5 Helium smart home sensors in their home, and they showed them to their friends and convinced again 5 of their friends to buy for their own homes, this will mean that 4 to 5 million people will have more than 20 million sensors working on Helium. This could be quite a huge success for such a young network, wouldn't it? And most probably, those friends will show them to other of their friends and so on. If this sounds unachievable in your opinion, let me tell you that Apple has sold 240 million iPhones only in 2021. And one iPhone itself costs much more than 5 smart home sensors. Yet, this is quite a big goal that will not be achieved overnight. But we need to start from somewhere, and the sooner we start working on it, the sooner we reach it. Until now, it was really hard to get a device to work with Helium, but this is not true anymore. This summer, together with our partners from Rowan, the company that owns the Merry IoT brand, we introduced the Helium version of 4 smart home sensors and 2 GPS trackers, which are here with me. These can be installed with one click through the Merry IoT mobile app, and they will start working over the Helium network right away, with no hassle for the end user. But we will make a separate video to show how they work in detail. I just wanted to show you a glimpse of how products in the Helium network are evolving, and from being only for professional users or real nerds, now anyone can use them out of the box as any other smart home device on the market. The last couple of months, I was watching how YouTubers that were praising Helium and advertising how everyone can become rich overnight started hating Helium, just because their own viewers threw the blame on them. I also observed how people with investments in Helium changed their attitude from being exalted to being desperate. And I was wondering, why does this all happen? For me, everything I said so far always was obvious, and it just needs some time and patience, especially combined with the whole macroeconomic and geopolitical situation in the world and the general crypto bear market. I was speaking with clients, partners, and friends about the situation, and at one point, an idea was born. What if we create conditions for people involved in helium mining to start promoting its use? The more people join, the easier we will reach the goal. So now I would like to introduce the Helium Mart Ambassadors Program, and I would like to invite you all to join. Being part of the Ambassadors Program, you will have the ability to earn a commission when some of your contacts buy sensors from us, which will make you some pocket money right away. But the money will grow over time, and for some, it may become a general source of income. But on top of that, if friends that live nearby your hotspots use Helium sensors, they will create traffic that will go through your hotspots and add to your mining rewards. Yes, one sensor creates a really small traffic and reward increase, but still, it is something that will add up to the cash you can make from the commissions. And in the long run, the more people use the network, the higher the price will go. At one point, all those activities will create a snowball effect for all of us involved with Helium. And this is not everything. For all people that join the Ambassadors Program, we will offer special webinars and educational materials, so even if you understand nothing about IoT, LoRa or Helium from a technical point of view, we will give you the knowledge of how everything works and which use cases are best solved by Helium network, so you are better prepared. Of course, we will offer special discounts for all of you that want to buy sensors for yourself, but also we will provide some free samples for those of you who join the program and have the ability to create some reviews, videos on YouTube, TikTok and other social media, or post in your blog, Reddit, forums, and etc. And no, this is not only for YouTubers or influencers with thousands of subscribers and followers. This is for all of you that want to show the world that Helium has real-life use. Click the link in the description or here at the bottom and sign up for Helium Mart Ambassadors Program now. Let's build the people's network together.